Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and to all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. It is morning outside. Thumbs up for that. I actually slept moderately well, which means I got like 4 hours of sleep. One of my big issues is I don't move when I sleep. I fall asleep and I simply don't move. You try not moving for more than 2 or 3 hours, you get sore. So I wake up in discomfort and pain, and then have to turn over manually wide awake. Yay. Still though, I did sleep and that's good. And front loading of videos, it could cause my life to be awesome. If you could subscribe to the channel, that'd be very cool. If you could leave me a comment, that'd be double plus good. And I would like to thank each and every one of my Patreon patrons. These are literally beautiful and literally awesome people who are helping to keep me and my aging pet alive. It is greatly appreciated. If you would like to help keep me and my aging pet alive, I have links to the Patreon in the video description, along with a PayPal, that's the word I'm looking for, a PayPal for possible donations, and an Amazon wishlist link for with stuff like cat food on it and such like that, so thumbs up. Yay, front loading of videos over, and I got to talk about this one because today I got the renewal notice for my post office box in my post office. Well, not today, yesterday when I went there, but I went there on the 1st. The payment for the post office box is due. But after all this time, I'm just going to let it go. I mean, I have to. My life is getting smaller and smaller as things I can't afford and they go away. But I just can't justify paying for it anymore. I mean, people send me something like once a year, and it's, well, like $200 a year to keep the post office box open. I'm not owed anything. I'm not saying that. I am merely saying that I can't justify paying that much money, and I can't justify asking you all out there to support the post office box when nobody sends anything. I mean, back when I first started the post office box, I was getting stacks of postcards every single day and lots of keychains. I mean, it was every single day, and now it's trickled down to I get something maybe once a year. So I just can't justify that. I mean, my channel keeps shrinking and dying, and my life just keeps getting smaller and smaller as I get older, so thumbs up. So Flora Mew had talked about needle felting, like a thing. If you would still like to needle felt something, because it'll be the end of February before my post office box dies, if you can get it to me then, like a little hamster or whatever, just whatever you would like, whatever. Just if you're just learning and you just make a little puff ball, even that's fine, you know. But it's just I can't justify keeping it open any longer. So yay. Depression. Still though, I had therapy yesterday. We talked about a lot of things. I talked about how my depression and my ADHD are off the rails, but I'm still trying hard to at least keep the center where I have been and should be, at least close to it, in sight. You know, I'm at least circling it out here instead of it far away and I'm lost. You know, things aren't good up here with my depression and my ADHD, but I'm trying my best to hold it together. Yeah, the time blindness, the ping, 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 with my attention span, awful. One of the things, though, that I understood while talking to my therapist, and he has ordered a full course on ADHD. He's got books to read, he's got 33 hours of stuff to listen to and watch. But one of the things is he has found out that a lot of the combat vets that he works with, they all have ADHD too. But the thing is, in a setting like that, it works and helps you. And I realized then that it was like, yeah, because what's happening is your head is quickly going through the notice, scan, evaluate, and then if it's dangerous, boing, but if not, it's just discarded. I'm not a combat vet, but I have been often amazed at when I'm playing games like Doom, where I will be just looking at something after having done a quick scan of the room with a turn, and then I'm up in a safe place so I can take a moment. And I may be looking up here at this part of the screen, but I just see some pixels go down here. And I can barely see without my glasses and with my glasses, because my monitor is too close to see for this eye, too far away to see for this eye, and I have astigmatism in both eyes, so it's hard to see things. But I can see that, and then I'm moving, firing, and gone. Because my ADHD is busy evaluating threats. I scanned the room while I was getting there. There shouldn't be anything moving. So these pixels going down here, danger. It hits through that threshold of I need to move. And so I do. ADHD for the win. Would I do well in combat? Oh, hell no. Oh, no. No, not at all. So let's keep on going here with some other stuff. I occasionally watch, but not so much, and I'm going to unsubscribe from the channels. But there are these various channels that'll be like the life and sad ending. And it'll be the life and sad ending of some celebrity from, back 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, when they were popular, and then when they died. And I was like, well, of course, all endings are pretty much sad. It's an ending. Endings are almost, by definition, sad. We live in a physical universe where everything, including living things like us, have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Yeah, it's sad, but you can't fixate on that. Their life, like a popular celebrity, their life is not how they died. Their life is all of this, not just this. Sure, their sad ending. Everybody's ending is sad. It's sad to lose physical strength. It is sad to start wasting away. It is sad to have your life get smaller as you get older, but that is the way of the universe, so you can't focus on it. Yeah, it's sad, but that's just here. There's all this other stuff too, and especially when they were younger and more vital and more active, if they've got movies and books or radio behind them, it's not sad. So thumbs up. Yay! I'm also going to be going up to the library early today. I'm going to be using up the $44 worth of free printing every library patron gets. At the beginning of every month so far, I've been going up and using it all up. So I'm going to be doing a lot more of my printing. I've been taking a look at things, and there's not really much anything more I want to buy on the solo RPG front. Now, there's always going to be new stuff that comes out where it's going to either catch my eye or go, oh, I wish I had that. I have stuff wish listed on DriveThruRPG to download, well, buy and then download. But having looked through it this morning, nothing really leaps out that says, you need to buy me. And it's like, nah, you're good on the wish list. You're fine. So we shall see how that goes. But I've got all sorts of other printing things, and yes, I still got a bunch of stuff that I want to record. I want to do a For Against Darkness using just the online tools that you can find to show that you don't need the pencil and paper and dice towers and all that to play it. You can just use, you don't even need a mapping program. If you have the PDF for the book, you just, you can print screen and then, cut out, copy, paste the blocks that you have and just paste them onto a map that you're making. It'll work fine. So thumbs up on that. Yay! Still though, let me check on my list and see what else I have here. There is one other thing. I watched a video about games that are they hidden gems or are they not, of like the Diablo type games, and the person went through and did a bunch of them, and one of them I bought like ages back, so I tried to play it and it just doesn't load. It's a fairly common problem on the discussions about people who can't even get it to load. And it's not even an old game. It's just a little bit old. You know, not like something from the time of Doom. This is like maybe 5 years back, maybe. So the fact that it doesn't run, joy. But while I was there, I discovered another game in my Steam library, which is unfortunately by Gearbox. And Gearbox does a lot of like not good stuff with Randy Pitchford, who's not a good person, and all this fun stuff. But it's mostly a co-op game, but it has a solo thing. So you can play it with other people. You don't have to. And of course, there's an item shop where you can spend money. But if you ignore that part and just go into the solo part of the game, it's actually been fun. I played it for many hours yesterday. At first, I was finding it difficult to get into because it was so hard. But it's kind of like if you know the game Valheim, you know, it's kind of Nordish. It's Odin stuff. You're dropped off. You're fighting Norse gods and all this fun stuff. It's kind of Norse-ish as well. But you're also forging, and you're having to make your centers so that you can craft, and then you have to upgrade your centers that you've made for crafting so you can craft more things. You have to go out there. There's creatures. You have to fight and grab things. There's enemy camps, and so far it's been pretty fun. I've died more than a few times, and it's kind of funny because you can either give up immediately, or if you've fallen and died, you haven't actually died. You're crawling slowly as your health bar drops by tens slowly. I was crawling back to my base where you could actually, it makes your health regenerate. I forgot I had healing items, so I crawled up there from 600 health to 0, and I was almost within viewing distance of the regeneration thing. So it's been fun. I've been enjoying it. Definitely a thumbs up. If you have like Tribes of Midgard, or you see it and you like to play solo, hey, it's cool. There's a co-op function, and it appears to be popular because the game's still going and people still play it, and they keep doing more things. They have a season pass, but I just in the time I was playing bumped up like 4 tiers on it, so it's not like it's a horrific grind to go up. Thumbs up for that. So is there anything else that I have on my list? Oh yeah, talking with my therapist. ADHD is one of the very few issues where how they diagnose you is how much you annoy other people. And that's like literally one of the criteria, especially for like young boys. The diagnoses for ADHD is, are they annoying? How much do they bother other people? It's very few. It's like if they're trying to diagnose you with cancer, do they say, how often do you ignore people when you talk about your pain? How often do you irritate people when you say you have to sit down because you're tired? No, they don't do that. They diagnose you in other ways. But for ADHD, especially in young boys, it's how much is your child annoying you? How much does your friend bother you? And I found out, unfortunately, apparently if you want to have an autism diagnosis as an adult, that Vosh, I don't really know what you think about him, if you even know about him. He's one of the lefties. But the reason I watched this particular clip of him was he was talking about why he doesn't mask with his, I guess he's on the autism spectrum. One of those types that I wouldn't have known. So thumbs up. But he was watching a video of this one gal where she was almost in tears because she found out that every single one of her friends who filled out this evaluation form thought she was weird. And I am amazed, and Vosh was amazed, that apparently, at least in some states, if you want to get an adult autism diagnosis, part of your diagnosis is, what do your friends, family, and others think about you? That doesn't seem right now, does it? So joy on that as well. You gotta love it. And of course, just real quick, I'm just rattling off real fast on things because I didn't get a great amount of time to, with my ADHD and my time blindness. Yeah, I watched 7 Miles last night. I thought about my game settings and all this. I can't remember a thing that I thought about. Hopefully I'll be able to remember it later, but for right now, it's a big old blank. Yay. But I'm going to talk real quick upon this. As much as I really like the game Postal, the first Postal, the isometric view one where you're just going through and murdering everyone. And while there is some grim humor in it, the humor isn't the point. It is a grim, dark game. I do enjoy it. And especially to win a level, all you have to do is kill the hostiles. You don't have to kill all the happy, friendly people that aren't involved in this. But they keep track of it. They tell you how many people that aren't combatants are still alive. Do you really want to leave the map with that not zero? So it's a dark and grim game, and they made a complete about face when they did Postal 2. Nobody talks about Postal 3, and Postal 4 they've continued going on, and then with the new sort of offshoot where it's Postal Brain Damage, where it's like an arena/MOBA type of thing, which is they've done an excellent frickin' job on it. But they've leaned into the goofiness where, yeah, you, except for a few expansions that aren't wonderful, you don't have to kill anybody at all to play the game if you don't want to. And it is just goofy, it's silly, it's funny, it's bizarre, and that was the perfect way to go. Making the Postal dude into just a goofy fella instead of that grimdark, everyone has to die type of individual. So they really did a good job on that. And they keep working on and updating the Postal 4 No Regrets, which is what they call the last one. So thumbs up on that. I liked it, but it was kind of sparse when they first came out with it. Now it's got a ton more stuff in it, and yeah, it's silly. And so far, I haven't seen stuff where you have to take anybody out if you don't want to. They are cruel against animals because one of the very first missions you get is you have to collect dogs and cats for this one person. And when you put them into their van, it doesn't sound good. Like he's gonna cook them up and eat them. But it ends in a happy way because once they're all inside of the place you put them, they all get loose, and I guess they kill the guy that you were giving all the animals to. So thumbs up for that. But still, good stuff all around. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. Gonna go through and thank how many people have left me comments in the past 24 hours. And if I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. And even though I count American Sign Language, well. And, of course, even though my comment section keeps getting smaller and smaller, for each one of you that does leave me a comment, thank you so very much. I'm not owed comments, and I appreciate every single one I get. So, thumbs up, thank you, it is appreciated. Let me call up my Chrome. We have XX Average Joe XX, thumbs up, thank you. Jesse Koskinen, well, hey, taking it easy is always good. Magic Mulder talking about the song Judy in Disguise. Oh, that's the old one. Yeah. Okay, but thumbs up. There's JAYY, greatly appreciated, and I am so sorry I messed that up. I come across, I think, as way too blunt and almost rude when I leave comments and in text, so I don't mean to. But thank you very, very much. There are times when I wish to communicate with others that I really dislike the fact that I am an autistic person. It makes it difficult for me to sometimes not seem really rude. But thumbs up, thank you, and it is appreciated. 77 Arcturus, thumbs up, thank you much, and oh, hokey smokes, it's fun having issues, isn't it? Here's hope that things keep going as well for you as they possibly can. And Flora Mew, thumbs up, thank you. And oh, migraines, I'm sorry that you get them. I'm sorry that you are so sensitive to light. It does suck a lot. There is RJ Mitchell, greatly appreciated, and sensory overload's fun, isn't it? That's one of the reasons I've always been a night person, I think, because light is just, it's overwhelming. Then we have Chris, greatly appreciated, thumbs up and thank you. And I would try to pronounce this, but I'm not going to. FUMIKAGETOKOYOMAMI, which I would pronounce as, like Fumikabe Tokiyami, but I doubt I'm anywhere close, because just like when I try to speak Spanish, my voice has way too much like wee wee in it, so I doubt I came anywhere close. Then there's Tara Rain, thumbs up, thank you, and that is it. 10 people who left me comments in the past 24 hours. Thumbs up, thank you. It is appreciated. Anything more than 0 comments is awesome. Greatly appreciated. Yay. I'm going to do what I can today. Hopefully I can get something done, but if I can't, I'm not going to beat myself up. Survival is important. And wherever you are, if people are getting sick, try taking precautions. Don't go where people are getting sick. Wear a mask if you go where people are getting sick. If you're around people who are sick, try a little bit of distancing. Just be smart. And if there are physical things happening, don't go swimming in lava if you have an active volcano. Try to stay away from accident areas if there's a lot of accidents happening. Just try to take it easy and be careful. And if you're out walking and you hear the mournful howl with that bus horn, the bus with your name on it, yeah, you're a deader. Life sucks. We live in a universe where everything has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And sometimes that end is a bus that slams into you and smears your corpse against the landscape. Still, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a very good thing.